Hello, it's me, John again, and today we're going to talk about Gary Daniels DVDs. So just see how far we get with them. Right, we'll start with yet again we'll start from oldest to newest. So we'll start with his very first film, which only came out on DVD quite recently in Germany. Final Reprisal. The back of the box is in German. It's got special features, the trailer, a show of all the video covers that came out for it. Basically, Gary Daniels was a successful kickboxer in the mid-80s, and he decided to go into films to follow his hero Bruce Lee. Went off to the Philippines to make some films, got a 5-picture deal, but only made 2. The first of which was Final Reprisal, starring a very young and not particularly muscular Gary Daniels, but still got all the required skills, amazing flexibility, kicks, etc. Basically, he plays a guy called David who he's a soldier in Vietnam. Him and his buddies go into this village. It all goes to hell pretty fast. End of the day, he goes home, his friend gets left behind. Then the story flashes forward about 5 years maybe, and he gets a message that his mate's still alive. And then people in his life start getting killed off, and it's actually quite intricate storyline, and he ends up going back to Vietnam and to find his buddy, find out who's killing off all his friends as well. But it's got some good fight scenes. The acting's a bit ropey. Stars James Gaines as well, who's a regular in mid-80s Filipino action films. So that's Final Reprisal. The other film he made in the Philippines, The Secret of King Mahi's Island, hasn't yet come out on DVD. It was released on VHS in a few countries. Very hard to track down. Seen a few clips of it. It looks a bit rubbish, but I'd love to get my hands on it. Anyway, then he went back to America after his 2 films. His 5-picture deal fell through when he made 2. Went back to America, started appearing in other films, like he was in The Ring of Fire, Don the Dragon Wilson, had a small part in that. He had a small part in Final Impact, small part in Blood Fist 4 with Don the Dragon Wilson again. But he made a few films where he was the star as well, and this was one of them. Capital Punishment, The Highest Law and the Toughest Hands, also starring David Carradine. I'll say starring, he appears for about 5 minutes or so. Basically, it's about a new drug on the market called Kick, which turns people basically superhuman, and Gary Daniels decides, but he gets involved and in the fight against shutting it down and all that. And I'm describing it really badly, but it's been a long time since I've seen it, because despite it having, after 40 action-packed fights, 40, dozens of twists, explosions, fire stunts, and a high fall of 7,000 feet. Well, it sounds good, and it's got some good fight scenes, but it's pretty cheaply made, and it's alright. Also stars Tadashi Yamashita, who is the bad guy in The Octagon, played Kenshiro in The Octagon, who's also in American Ninja 1, played the Black Star Ninja. It's Capital Punishment. Next we have, by the same, starring a lot of the same people, same distribution company, Cine XL, American Street Fighter. Also starring kickboxer Ian Jacklin, for those who know the kickboxers. In America there's a new wave of crime and a new crime lord. In America there's a new way of fighting and a new way of dying. Jake Tanner, Gary Daniels, for 10 years he disappeared. For 10 years he left a life behind him. Now he must come back to the point of no return. Doesn't really say a lot on the back, but just a lot of fight scenes, and it's alright. It's better than Capital Punishment, and this had a sequel. Full Impact. Gary Daniels is dynamite and Full Impact is the fuse, says John Corcoran from Fighter magazine. Full Impact. Nice picture of him doing the splits there on the back, if you can see that. This is the sequel. Gary Daniels plays JT, Jake Tanner, former cop, now professional bounty hunter, and in this one he's going after a serial killer who's killing women. This is a lot more violent than American Street Fighter, and I prefer this. Gary Daniels looks, this is where his where you look at Final Reprisal and he was pretty skinny. In this one he's ripped. So in the 3 or so years between the two films, he's obviously been going to the gym a lot. That's Full Impact. Then we have Firepower. There you go, Firepower. Starring Gary Daniels, of course, as a cop in the future, and his partner is played by Chad McQueen, son of Steve McQueen, who you may know from The Karate Kid, martial law, and basically they're these really tough cops, and they get involved in a fighting ring, the death ring, and they're trying to basically catch the city's most feared crime lord, who is the Swordsman, played by Jim Hellwig, who's also known as the Ultimate Warrior for 80s wrestling fans. So yeah, the Ultimate Warrior is in this film, plays the main bad guy. Really good action film, lots of fights, a really shocking, surprising twist near the end, which really surprised me, and I think it would surprise you as well. I won't give it away, but an excellent film. I would definitely recommend Firepower. Let's check the time on the thing. And then we have Deadly Target, starring Gary Daniels and Ken MacLeod, who, anyone who's seen Showdown, the Billy Blanks film, he's the guy who played the bully, you know, in that. So he's in this. Good martial artist. A dangerous drug lord, a renegade cop, the ultimate showdown. Looks really classy from the DVD cover, but it's actually just pretty cheesy martial arts film. Gary Daniels plays a cop. If you see a lot of Gary Daniels films, you know he plays a cop many times in his career, and he gets embroiled in a gang war between the Chinese triads, and a very good action film. Definitely recommend this one. It's been so long since I've seen these films, it's hard to remember what they're about, but I remember this one's really good, and I would definitely recommend Deadly Target. Next is probably when he hit the big time. I'll say big time, but when he became popular amongst the straight-to-video fans in the film version of the classic anime series Fist of the North Star. This is the and it's got a nice cover. Stars Malcolm McDowell as well, Costas Mandylor. Basically, Gary Daniels plays Kenshiro, who's an expert martial artist, master of Hokuto Seiken. Basically pressures your power points in your body, you can make your head explode. And he goes against his one-time best friend Shin, who they're falling out because Shin wants his woman, ends up leaving him for dead. He comes back from the dead to get his woman back, and there's a lot of amazing fights. Brilliant end fight between Gary Daniels and Costas Mandylor, and this is the 2-disc version by Medusa Pictures, which has a lot of special features. It's got, apart from the digitally remastered print, it's got a feature-length audio commentary with Gary Daniels. It's got a making of The Fist of the North Star, which is almost an hour long. It's got an exclusive interview with Gary Daniels, behind the scenes montage, deleted scenes, a martial arts demonstration with Gary Daniels, which obviously is very impressive for any fans of Gary Daniels out there, trailer gallery and photo gallery, so a lot of good special features. Interestingly, in the audio commentary, Gary Daniels reveals that he's a massive fan of the series Fist of the North Star. He even named one of his children after the hero, Kenshiro, and he was very disappointed with this film because even though I think it's decent action, I must admit it's nowhere near as much action as a film of Fist of the North Star should be. I mean, in the cartoon series, Kenshiro is basically superhuman, and apparently the director wanted to make it more of a love story. So Gary Daniels was a bit disappointed in the end result, but what might have been, it's a shame, but I still like it. It's a good film, and when this came out, Gary Daniels fans everywhere were thinking, you know, our man's hit the big time, but it kind of just went downhill for me, to be honest. But we'll go through that another time. So that's the first part of a Gary Daniels collection. So thanks for watching. Bye.